Hello, YTPC. This is Steve, and you're watching Smoking Cardboard. So I thought I would try to put together some summary of my past year in smoking. Right now, I'm smoking some C&D Derringer. This is a Virginia blend. Sold in bulk in 2-ounce tins. This is the bulk that I have, and it's really tasty. I might be getting a little bite from it, throughout the smoke, but I need to smoke it some more. It's really delicious. So if you like more of the bright grassy Virginias, this is great. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about my year in smoking. I like to try, and I know I haven't, to document every smoke I have. I get kind of lazy at it, and before I know it, I'm usually trying to remember what I smoked 4 or 5 days ago. Which, if you're only smoking one thing, that's not so hard to remember. But usually it's not the case, as we'll see here. So in that, I thought I'd put out some stats here. So if you don't want to hear any of these stats and stuff, that's fine. There's other videos out there. So far, not including this one, haven't logged it yet. This year I have 365 recorded smokes. Pretty much I average 32 to 40 smokes a month. I remember saying that I thought I would be under 1 smoke per day for sure by the end of this year, because I was having such issues, and it was like I just wouldn't ever be able to smoke more than twice at a time. And these smokes are kind of, I'd say I'm pretty consistent with them. A lot of times they're going to be a variable length of time, but that would be kind of interesting to put it in here. It's kind of really, well, how long was on average were my smokes? Because some people, I watch people in those lives, and they're like rifling through bowls, and it's like, whoa, man. I'm almost always going to be at least an hour. I've had 2-hour smokes. Not because I'm some great smoker, just I usually like flakes, and in a bowl they just take a long time. So summer months I was smoking a little bit more, but it's pretty consistent. There's a couple months where it's lower, January and April, when I had taken some breaks from smoking. But other than that, really pretty consistent. During that time, I smoked, guess, 100 different blends out of that 365. That is crazy. That is really crazy. I'm still in a try it mode. I have so many different things, samples that people have given me, or stuff that I want to open and try, that I'm still just trying a lot. And I'm glad I am, because there's some blends I really like that I found this year, that if I hadn't kept trying stuff, I wouldn't have found them. Other ones that I haven't liked, and I just have given away to other people. So I have some, though, that I've smoked at least 10 times. We'll just go through these real quick. Abingdon, I've been smoking the GLP's Abingdon. It's a Balkan mixture, just in the tin right now. I'm trying to smoke through that tin. I have 11 smokes of that. 20 smokes of plum cake mixture, which that was pretty much how many smokes to get through that tin. I smoked through Robert McConnell Black Flake tin. That only took me 13 smokes to get through that tin. 12 smokes to get through a yellow 50-gram Capstan tin. I have 10 smokes of Wessex Classic Virginia. 14 of St. Bruno, which I think that's how long it took me to get through that pouch of St. Bruno. 28 smokes of C&D Da Vinci, which is how long it took me to get through 2 ounces of a kind of a rough cut ribbon cut. I have 10 smokes from Yuli's Perfection Plug Burley. 27 smokes of Amphora Burley, which that's probably 2 pouches worth. 18 smokes of Amphora Kentucky. 13 smokes of GLP's Triple Play, which I think that was 10. And 12 smokes of Exhausted Rooster. So one of the things I was trying to do this year was limit how many blends I had accessible to me. Obviously, with 100 different smokes and 365 total, well, I'm not sure I was super successful, but if I hadn't done this, maybe that trying different blends would have been even more out of control. So basically, I was just trying to limit to smoking 2 blends at a time, and then I would still have some access to some other jars. But I would just mostly smoke 2 blends at a time. So these are pretty much most of those that I was smoking 2 blends at a time, and these are the ones that kind of made it into that. So that's how they got to the 10. Some of those are exceptions, like Exhausted Rooster. I never did that, and I got up to 12 because I love it. Perfection Plug Burley, I didn't really ever do that, but it's a good blend. I liked it. Wessex Classic Virginia, I never did that with that one, and it still made it. Other ones that at least had 5 smokes was not very many. Peter Stuckeby English Luxury, I had 7. GLP's Navigator, I had 7. Mac Baren Golden Extra, I had 7. Germain's 1820 Flake, I had 7 smokes, and Wessex Campaign Flake, I had 5. So the rest of those, I don't know, 80 blends is under 5 smokes. So kind of come to the conclusion of a couple different things. One of the things is that I think I have, for Englishes, I smoke a little bit less Englishes than I actually even thought. I pretty much only want to smoke them when it gets cold out. But they seem to last longer because I don't like Englishes that are flakes. So the tins take a lot longer to go through. So if you're trying to be cheaper on your tobaccos, I would say stick with ribbon cuts. You're just going to get more smokes out of your ribbon cups. Now, I think even if you went and counted for the amount of time, you'd still get more smoke time compared to flakes or coins or plugs, that sort of stuff. Other thing I noticed was with the Englishes is I don't need to buy more Englishes. I think there's maybe 2 that I'm interested in buying. That would be the 1820 Flake from Germain's and I had some of a sample of the Star of the East that I just tried, and I might want to get some more of that to cellar with a purpose to set it aside. Or maybe I'll trade some other stuff for it. If you got some Star of the East that you don't want, but you want something similar or different, maybe you let me know. But yeah, I kind of want to smoke some of the blends that I know I really like. Some of the blends that I really liked last year, I didn't smoke once this whole year because I was trying to focus on these 2 blends at a time. And I just kind of fit in some others here and there. Maybe I need to prioritize those a little bit higher. I don't know. 365 sounds like a lot, but at the same time, it's like not very much. It goes by real fast. Just interesting to kind of reflect on that. Being like, oh man, I'm not even smoking the blends that I really enjoy, really love. I'm going to make another video where I talk about my top blends currently. I'm going to try to limit it to ones that are available and that I've had at least, 5 smokes of or whatever. Why I haven't had more than 5 is probably my own fault. Other thing that happened this year is I've acquired some pipes. I try to limit myself to 2 pipes a year. That is kind of what I allow myself. The thinking behind it is I'm young, relatively. I'm in my 30s. If I go gangbusters on pipes, like I will have years and years where I'm trying to sell pipes to get more pipes and all that, and I don't want to sell pipes. I'm just not interested in that. So I'm trying to limit that, and usually I limit it by not looking. And I don't like breaking in pipes. So maybe it's just kind of like, man, I really don't want to buy more pipes. But I did buy some. Let me show you. And I was given some. This pipe, J Mutant, military mount billiard. This is a 9 mil. I've only smoked Virginias in this, straight Virginias in this so far. I commissioned that and this print. This year I'm really happy with these pipes. This one I smoke Englishes in. My other English pipes are all kind of dark and grungy, so I kind of wanted a pipe that was a little brighter, happier, professional. I don't know. The other pipe that I bought was my Peterson 302. So this one broke my rule. I wanted to try out the P-lip to see if that helped with some of the tongue bite that I got. Verdict, it just bites the roof of my mouth. So not really any difference there. It's still kind of a fun pipe to smoke. I'll probably just smoke anything in that pipe. It's a real big bowl. I was given 2 pipes. The first pipe from a very kind viewer just sent me this meerschaum. This is my first meerschaum. It's 9 mil 2. Really big bowl on this. I've made the mistake of filling this full with flakes and had to give up with like a quarter left after 2.25 hours. But great pipe. Really appreciate it. Don't have any other meerschaums, so it's kind of neat having that experience. In general, I think I smoke filters, so like the whole like dryness, whatever, is way more leveled between pipes. Like I don't get too many gurgles. I have one really curved pipe that sometimes I get a gurgle in. Mostly it's just if I get a piece of leaf in the hole that's really causing me any problems, blocking that or whatever. So, but it is light, which is nice. The meerschaum is lighter than my briar pipes. And it is pretty nice that I can just pretty fearfully or fearlessly smoke anything in it. So I really like that, you know. I can just, any blend, I'm not so concerned about it imparting some flavor onto future smokes. And then one last pipe I have was given to me by another friend is this Grand Duke Greybull. It is a 6mm pipe. It's a little bit smaller bowl. I was trying to get some shorter smoke times. I just wanted to be able to fill the bowl properly and not get like an hour and a half smoke out of it. This one, it's still a pretty big bowl. Like it doesn't look that big, but man, I can pretty easily smoke an hour out of this thing. So I think it could be even smaller and I would still be okay with that, because man, sometimes it would be nice to have shorter smokes so that I can try more things, you know, clearly, because you know that 100 different blends isn't enough. So those are the pipes I've gained. I think I've given away some pipes. I had a neighbor that was kind of interested in pipe this spring, so I gave him a Brigham pipe that I had. I don't know, I think I gave away another pipe too, a corn cob that I had. It was unsmoked though. So I think maybe I'm close to being okay with the amount of pipes I have. So yeah, that's kind of a year in summary. Other things going on, I got some tobacco I'm gonna try from Edward Hobbs, a Daughters and Ryan tobacco. I'm really interested in trying it. I've heard great things about their tobaccos. I am also very skeptical whether or not this is going to bite my tongue. So hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it tastes great, and it does. I don't know. I just feel like it might be like the Semois tobacco. And that stuff was like immediately like, no. And it's not about smoking slow or whatever. It's just doesn't agree with me chemically. This is nice though right now. Not biting me. But I'm not really sitting chooching on it. And so the relights. And then a couple things in January we're getting planned. We're gonna do. There's a number of us. Chad Barbed Wire Piper set up something where he wants us to. He offered to share some tobaccos he had cellared to compare against fresh blends. So I'm not the best taster of tobacco and all that sort of stuff, but I thought I'd offer it. And I think we're going to be doing that with John All Brighted Up, Dingus, and someone else I don't know, maybe. So that's going to be fun. So if you see that come out and I have a video of that, then know that there's going to be a bunch more. I'll try to link those together. And then in January, around Martin Luther King Jr. Day, my wife and I are going to be out skiing. We're thinking about doing a live while we're out there. So, yeah, we'll try to pick a day and a time that works for us, and hopefully works for you guys that are interested in those types of things. So we'll just put that in your minds. Other than that, I'll let you guys go. You all have a great Friday and weekend. And my heart goes out to a lot of you that are just dealing with sicknesses, death, a lot of things going on. And know that there's a number of you that I've told I'm praying for you, and I am. So anyway, beyond that, I want everyone to be well and take care.